she's not my flesh and blood, you know. I've always loved her as if she was my own. Raised her as best I could. Co-parenting, is what we call it. I've known her for half her life.
Gotcha.
He's like, where's my kid? Not coming out. Okay, so I needed some snuggle, cuddle time that would suffice and gently get to sleep in peace. I had mentioned to her mom that I took the trash out for her.
Do you know she treated you kind of like her father figure?
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds like she almost kind of wanted you to be her dad. From what it sounds like, you were playing that figure and
Wasn't around then. It was not as much of a shutterbug as your mom, though.
Okay, I'm going to admit to you, I'm a little bit thrown off right now because I just watched this newly released video, the video where Stephan Stearns was interviewed on February 28th. He was strip searched. Basically, they caught him. They told him they knew the stuff that was on his phone and everything. He got in trouble, he got arrested. It was good, Stephan was caught. Previously, we got this same video, very long, much longer video from police. And police definitely did their due diligence. They redacted the phone that was in Detective Myra Tagler's hand. She had a phone in her hand, she was looking at a photo. I don't know exactly what the photo contained, but you can assume what it contained. She was using that photo to compare to Stephan Stearns' package, looking for freckles and all that. Okay, cops did a great job. They redacted the phone, even if they didn't do the best job in redacting Stephan Stearns' junk. Now, I hope it's not unchristlike of me, but I thought that was kind of funny. Stearns was exposed. I didn't care about Stearns being exposed. In fact, that whole raw video I put on Patreon, I didn't care that they accidentally, the box was moving all around because I feel like he did such horrible things to Maddie. I did not care that cops accidentally exposed Stephan. The blur can be a hard thing. The blur can be a difficult thing in video editing. Believe me, I know. I know firsthand how difficult it is. I edit these videos myself. Well, we just got a newly released version of the same video from the state's attorney's office, and I'm like, okay, I'm hearing all this new stuff that was previously redacted. I put one video on top of the other. I'm like, this is great. We'll get to hear all this stuff we didn't hear before, and I'll let you know before I play it all some of the new stuff we're about to hear. Well, I get to the end, the part where Detective Tagler has the phone in her hand and she's comparing the photo to Stephan's junk, and the state's attorney's office did a great job blurring Stephan's junk, but they did not blur the phone in her hand. And I don't know, that just kind of upset me. Even though I can't even really see what's on the phone, I can imagine what's on the phone, but police thought it was significant enough, of course, to blur that phone in their version. In this version, it's not blurred. It's only shown for a few seconds here and there. It's far away. I didn't even go through the trouble of zooming in. I don't want to see what's on that phone. I can only imagine. I guess I'm a little verklempt or whatever because I know the state's attorney's office in Florida. I'm sure it's an accident. They've already sent this video out to many media organizations and everyone who FOIA'd it. So I guess this is a warning. First of all, I'm not going to put that raw video anywhere because of that fact. Normally I'd give you guys a version to watch on Patreon. I would have to go through and blur that phone before I put it anywhere. I have previously put the version up on Patreon that police gave us. They blurred the phone. Great. They might have done a bad job blurring all of Stephan, but I didn't care if he was exposed. I mean, he didn't give Maddie that right, so I didn't really care as much about him. I care about Maddie and whatever's on that phone. I didn't want, in this new version, I don't want people digging into it. And I know that's one of the reasons why, the media's fighting to get in that closed courtroom. Well, it's not necessarily closed yet. There's a new document. Thankfully, the media is fighting to intervene, to oppose Stephan's motion. They're fighting Stephan's motion for closure of all pre-trial proceedings. So thank God for all these people. WFTV, Fox 35 Orlando, WKMG, WEST, Orlando Sentinel. All of these people are fighting the good fight of faith. I think indeed that Stephan's hearing should be put out there. His court hearing should be put out there for everyone to see. This is just my little preamble warning to all creators out there, everyone who got that file. I didn't expect to see that phone unblurred from the state's attorney's office in the video. So coming up, you won't see any of that. I've cut it off. You'll see I cut out those sections and all of that, and I won't put it up on Patreon. But if you keep watching here, what you do hear is Jennifer Soto's name in certain places. You won't hear Maddie's name still, but you will hear Stephan annoyingly talking about Maddie like, she's his own flesh and blood. You'll even hear more of what the detectives asked Stephan. So I'll just tell you all this real quick, and then you can go watch it all, except for the stuff I cut out, so you won't see the phone in Tagler's hand. But they are asking him, let's talk about your relationship with Jennifer and Maddie. How long have you and Jennifer been together? Stephan says, 6 or 7 years, close to it, and he definitely didn't want to put a ring on it, let me tell you. He talks about, they were best friends. Him and Jennifer, Stephan and Jennifer were best friends. They were best friends for about a year before they made it official. Gotcha. So you consider you and her boyfriend and girlfriend? I guess Stephan is saying, yeah, we don't put labels on it. That's what he's saying. The cop is like, any engagement plans or anything like that? Well, first of all, I don't know if he had the money to buy Jennifer a ring, but I doubt if he had the desire to buy Jennifer a ring, unless he would have proposed to her just to keep Maddie close to him. He goes, no labels, no nothing. We were just happy. And then he whispers something that I can't hear, something like happy. So let me know if you hear what he says there. And they're saying, Jennifer mentioned that you two may be split up for a little bit in December. And so they go on to talk about the Sunday night that everything happened, the Sunday after Maddie's birthday party. And Stephan talks about, it was time for her to start getting ready for bed. Maddie typically sleeps in her mom's bed, but Maddie wanted us all to be in the same bed together. Her mom needed to get some serious sleep. Maddie needed some snuggle cuddle time that wouldn't suffice, it sounds like he says, and Jen needed to sleep in peace. It's infuriating. So they're asking, what about her father? What about her biological father? And Stephan's like, he lives in Kansas or Texas right now. I think Tyler Wallace was in Kansas for a period of time. The cop is saying, Jennifer says you and Maddie go up so Maddie can spend her snuggle time with you and get to sleep or whatever. And he's like, well, yeah, just sleeping time or whatever. He knows it's looking really weird at this point that detectives are asking him about his sleeping habits with Maddie. It's just odd for them to be upstairs in a room alone together. They're like, how old are you? They were asking him, how old are you? And he's like 37, 38. And they're saying that night you didn't at any point go to sleep in Jennifer's bed. I think they're asking about Jennifer's bed there. I mean, maybe it's Maddie's. That name is still redacted. But then they move on to asking, what happened when you took her to school? Maddie was asleep in the car for most of the time. Later on, after running around all these errands somewhere along 192, Stephan planned to be back in time for us to go pick up Maddie from school, but of course he didn't make it. He was 10 minutes too late, 10 minutes after Jennifer wanted to leave. He's saying, they're asking, did you and Jennifer go pick up Maddie from school? He's like, it was 10 minutes later than Jen had wanted to leave to go get Maddie from school. So he stayed on the phone with Jennifer reportedly, and he's like, Jennifer's saying, where's my kid? Maddie's not coming out. So I don't know, did Jennifer really say that? Some people, I get it. Some people think Jennifer had no idea. She wasn't involved in anything. I understand that line of logic. I just feel like I've dug so deeply into this case. I feel like there's a lot of red flags surrounding Jennifer. So Stephan talks about, did Maddie possibly walk to her grandma's house or her grandma's office, which is kind of what she's been doing for the past week since her mom started a new working schedule. So every time previously they had taken out mom and grandma's and went to mom's office, they took that out. Now here's Stephan. It was around that time we might have called 911 as well. So again, he's with we all called 911. And he starts talking about why Maddie called his car a hoop 50 allegedly, and, it's an image thing. I guess it's just a middle school thing. Her mom's car is more acceptable. And the other cop, who's staring daggers into him as well across the table, he's like, what did her mom drive? So he's explaining the Nissan Sentra and all that. Now, Stephan starts to talk about taking out the garbage, because slowly but surely these detectives are revealing we have a lot more on you, Stephan, than you know. He's talking about taking out the garbage, and he says it stresses her mom out to see them. The garbage bags just in the kitchen. The detective is like, is there a dumpster somewhere people take their trash? Now, previously they took out dumpster because we know what they found in the dumpster: Maddie's laptop, Maddie's backpack, and all that. And this is the point where he's like, even though she's not my flesh and blood, I've always loved her as if she was my own. Raised her as best as I could, co-parenting as you would call it. I've known her for half her life. So these detectives who both have children, they talk about they have children, the constraint, that Holy Spirit self-control that they must have had to practice not to come across that table at Stephan the way he's acting, and them seeing the photos and evidence they had already seen before they walked into the room. And so they're saying, we see you coming in and out of something at the guard shack. This must be a surveillance video. Stephan was there at the guard shack with Maddie in the car, coming in and out of something. I don't know what they said. And so Stephan's still trying to play it cool, pretending he's the stand-up boyfriend who's taking out the trash. I may have mentioned it to her mom that I took the trash out for her. So they know, look, your movements were odd, dude. We found this stuff in the dumpster. They asked, do you know if Maddie treated you kind of like her father figure? Sounds like she almost kind of wanted you to be her dad. They're trying to butter him up to say, start talking about this relationship. From what it sounds like, you were playing that figure. Yeah, he was playing father figure. He wasn't actually a father figure. So he starts talking about Maddie's crushes, and he says stuff like all the drama in middle school. So once again, everything that was previously redacted from the video we got from Florida entities before, those words will be up on the screen so you know it's new. He's talking about all this drama in middle school, with Maddie's crushes, or they're talking about crushes in this point. You'll hear it coming up in context. And, they're like, how did that make you feel? Maddie had a crush. Well, she knows she's not allowed to date. So he talks about all the drama in middle school. And then they start getting into, okay, has Maddie ever done anything? Like, what about photos, And Stephan goes on this, I think it's made up. I don't know, maybe it's true, but he's like, oh, Maddie did something when she was a little girl with a phone, and she didn't get scolded for it or whatever, but he made sure to say, I wasn't around then. That part was taken out previously. Now it's in there. They're asking him, did Maddie walk to the car on her own? Before you were dropping her off for school and stuff? And then they start saying, look, I want to get back into your relationship with Maddie. Talking about all this FaceTiming and late night stuff. Stephan makes sure to say, yeah, I talked to her and her mom. Her mom was right there. This is when they get into the big part. Do you have any pictures of Maddie on your phone? Do you have any pictures of you and Maddie on your phone? That was previously chopped out. This was interesting. Stern says, well, he goes into, oh yeah, she got her hair braided in Puerto Rico, and then this and that, those kind of pictures, but I'm not as much of a shutterbug as her mom. It's almost like he wants to try and throw Jennifer under the bus, but then he kind of pulls back. We know Stephan was caught with 1,700 photos and videos, and then 35,000 videos of other CSAM on some thumb drive, external drive, right? But here he is saying, I'm not as much of a shutterbug as her mom. It's almost like he's just trying to blame Jennifer. I don't know what's up with that. That was weird to me. He's trying to say she takes more photos than he does. I don't know. But at the end, Stearns is mumbling, kind of reading his paperwork, and that part was previously redacted. Okay, so I've chopped out all the parts where Detective Tagler has those ominous photos on her phone that wasn't redacted, because I don't want to risk anything not being redacted, Let's just read Revelation 3:12 through 13. He who overcomes the world through believing that Jesus is the Son of God, I will make him a pillar in the temple of my God. He will most certainly never be put out of it. And I will write on him the name of my God, the name of the city of my God, the New Jerusalem, which descends out of heaven from my God. He who has an ear, let him hear and heed what the Spirit says to the churches. Okay, there we go. Thank you. You can watch all this coming up. I hope I wasn't thrown too off because I did not expect to see that unredacted phone of Detective Tagler's and just thinking about the implications. And we don't want that to happen. We don't want it to happen in cases like this. We know with sensitive cases like this, we have to be extra vigilant. And thank God I saw it before I even put it anywhere, because I don't want people to, like, whoo, what's this? And some creepers are likely following this case. So I'm just being extra vigilant about trying to protect Maddie's privacy. She didn't get enough privacy in life. And now in her death, I want her to get her justice. I want her to get justice. And I want it to be just done the right way, fair and square, and hopefully with Stephan confessing or being convicted, with the truth coming out. So thanks for watching all this. Take care. I've chopped up and sped up some parts where it's nothing going on, nothing different. I only looked for the main differences. For the redacted differences that have been unredacted, put that on the screen, the words on the screen, so we have more context. Other parts where it's just boring, him sitting there snoozing or whatever, I sped it up so it wouldn't be that long of a video. Thanks for watching. I'll keep up with this experiment and see what else we have that's different. Take care.
Stephan. How you doing, sir?
Sorry.
That's okay. Didn't mean to wake you up. I'm going to introduce myself. My name's Mark. I work for the Kissimmee Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
This is Corporal Elgin. Brandon. I understand you've been here for a little bit. So, just to give you a little bit of background, the reason we are here now is because Jennifer and yourself reside in the city of Kissimmee. So initially they thought, since I went to school, dropped off at school, and it would be an Orange County case. It seems like since she lives in Kissimmee, that's the reason we're going to do the case. Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me just grab something here real quick. All right. I know that you were brought up here by detectives, right? Detectives drove you? Okay. And that was earlier today.
I have no idea how long ago that was.
It was sometime today.
Sometime today.
Yeah. So being that you're here, we're here, you were taken here by detectives, I just need to get this out of the way just so we can talk about how we're missing or where she may be, okay? All right. Have you ever been in trouble ever in your life?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had your rights read to you at any point in your life?
I must have.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm going to do them again just to get it out of the way, and then we can talk about you taking school and stuff like that, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Do you understand these rights? Okay, perfect. All right. So before we start talking, one last thing. Can you just raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statement you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth, to the best of your knowledge, so help you God?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's talk about your relationship with, and we just talked to Jennifer a little bit. So, how long have you been together?
7 years, 6 or 7 years. Close to it.
Where would you meet her?
Work.
Where was that at?
We worked for a home building company. It's no longer in business, but we were both in the call center area.
Oh, okay. So like selling homes or?
Yeah. best friends for about a year before we made it official.
Gotcha. So you consider you and her boyfriend, girlfriend? Okay. Any engagement plans or anything like that?
No labels, nothing. We were just happy. It's fun.
And how long have you lived in Kissimmee with him? Because I know Jennifer said she's lived in Kissimmee for years.
Yeah, off and on for years myself.
Okay. Any family that lives in Kissimmee?
No.
Okay. So on and off, how long do you think you lived in Kissimmee?
This stretch, 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Jennifer kind of mentioned that you two maybe split up for a little bit in December, and then you moved back to wherever your parents live. And where's that at?
It's in Northport, it's down by Sarasota.
Okay, so on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So I understand you had a birthday recently. She had a birthday party Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
So
did you come to the party?
No. I was not. I was on my way up at that point.
Okay. So the party ends. Did you pick them up from the party?
Someone must have dropped her off.
Okay.
She was there when I got there. Jen asked me to make sure that I was getting in the shower, did her bedtime routines, which she did. She was already on top of it, so nothing to do there.
Okay. What time do you think you got back in Kissimmee?
What time I got into Kissimmee?
Yeah.
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, something like that.
And I apologize if you've answered these questions before. It's just like I said, we're coming into the game late, so I may ask you things that you've already answered probably 3 or 4 times.
I apologize as well. My memory is not super reliable on time frames. I've been medicated for the better part of a week.
Okay, that's fine. What do you take medicine for?
Anxiety mostly. I've been having some money troubles lately. Anxious over that, so.
Okay. Well, hopefully your money troubles get better.
I've been medicated on Ativan since probably Saturday.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So when you got to Kissimmee and you got to the apartment, what happened? Like,
made some dinner, made some ramen. I love how I make my ramen. Then we started watching Sister Act, but it was time for her to start getting ready for bed. Her mom got home basically just as we were starting Sister Act.
okay.
And that was just about bedtime.
What time is bedtime?
Usually 10:30, 11ish, something like that. It's a spectrum, not a set time.
Mm-hmm. Then, so who's going through the bedtime routine? Because I know Jennifer said she has somewhat of a little routine too that she does. Is it her? Are you talking about?
Jennifer's routine is, taking her meds, eating some food so that she can have the proper calories for the meds. And then she's got about an hour to do whatever she needs to do because she needs to fall asleep at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
Her bedtime routine is taking her bedtime meds, brushing her hair. She should have showered that night. And then she goes to bed as well. Usually with some bombs or something on in the background. Scribbles.
Got it. What are the sleeping arrangements?
Typically sleeps in her mom's bed.
Okay. Did she sleep in her bed Sunday night?
No. I was just back. I'd been away for a couple months. I wanted us all to be in the same bed together, so her mom needed to get some serious sleep, so she said no to that and suggested that the guest room upstairs had a big enough bed, so we needed some snuggle cuddle time that would suffice and Jen would get to sleep in peace.
Okay. So you say snuggle time, what does that mean?
She does not like to be alone. She is extremely dependent. She does not like to be alone at all. She needs human presence around her.
Gotcha. She's right. She just turned.
Yeah.
Okay.
trying to wean her off of that, but it's been difficult.
What about her father, biological father?
He lives in Kansas or Texas right now. I think he's on his way down to help.
Gotcha, okay.
Last I heard.
Alright, so Jennifer says you go up so you can spend her time, still time with you to help her go to sleep, is that right?
Just bedtime, yeah.
Bedtime, okay. Did you stay in the room the entire night?
Not the entire night. I'm usually up and down sometimes. So I might go grab a drink or something, or yeah, I'm up and down sometimes.
Gotcha. But you didn't at any point go sleep in bed?
No.
Okay. Alright, so night goes on, morning time comes around, and it's time for you to go to school. Walk me through that a little bit.
Morning routine. She usually starts waking up. We set about 3 alarms. First one goes off and we let her keep snoozing.
Do you remember what time her alarm goes off? Or what?
Not really. Maybe 7:30ish. I'm not sure. Alarm goes off. We let her snooze about 3 times while we start getting ourselves ready. And after the 3rd snooze, it's time for her to get up for real and start getting ready. Typically, she will have showered the night before, so she needs to brush her hair, brush her teeth, excuse me, get her book bag together, eat some breakfast if she's going to eat there, and then we eventually make our way out the door.
Okay. So walk me through, like, you leave, you take her to school, in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of car do you have?
It's a Lincoln. It's actually my parents' car because my car is down south. It needs maintenance, so we're scared to drive it too much. So I'm driving a Lincoln right now. Got out early. The plan was to get some McDonald's on the way. So we got out nice and early.
Do you remember what time you left, roughly?
Not 100%.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My memory has not been super reliable.
No, that's fine.
But it was early. Maybe 7:30, 7:45, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not certain.
That's fine.
The plan
Was Jennifer awake when you guys left?
Semi-awake. I was giving her updates as we were going along. Getting ready, she's getting dressed. We're leaving now. Goodbye. But she was sleeping in, so I was just giving her little updates and poking my head in as we went. But we leave the house. We start making our way to the school. To sleep in the car for most of the time. We make our way over towards her school area. I ask her if she's still in the mood for McDonald's. She says no. She doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Continued on. It was still pretty early though, I think. We still had some time to kill. It wasn't really time to drop her off yet. I had apparently forgotten my clicker key fob for the gate. So I ended up actually turning around at some point and going back to the community to get the clicker. I had to use my parking sticker to get in for the guy to scan. I had some errands to run afterwards, and I wanted to have my phone. But we still had plenty of time as far as I knew. So we did that, grabbed the clicker, left again, and that's when we drove over to her school area, and I dropped her off where I dropped her off.
Okay. Do you remember where you dropped her off?
Yeah, it was the stretch of, I forget there's a street name. That was the stretch of road that the school is on. Make a right onto it. It goes down a little ways. There's some communities over here, and then up further there's a church, and then there's the overpass and the school on the other side of the overpass right there. I dropped her off on that stretch where the communities are.
Was she by herself when you dropped her, or was her friends there?
Yeah, she was by herself. She said she was going to go find her friends and hang out, wait for them to show up.
Okay.
It was still early.
Where did you go after that? Like, did you see her walk towards the...
I saw her making her way towards the direction of the school, but she was like kind of shuffle step. She was meandering her way there. She was rummaging through her backpack for something. I assumed she was looking for headphones, maybe. But as it turns out, she did leave her phone at home that day, so she might have actually been looking for a phone.
Gotcha, okay. What was she wearing when she left, or when you dropped her off?
Green hoodie, black shorts, black or blue, black shorts, white Crocs.
White Crocs. Okay. Alright, so she's walking towards the school. Do you continue straight when you leave, or do you turn out?
I took a run and went back the other way. I was watching her in my rearview mirror, and she was going the right direction, so it looked okay.
And where did you go after that?
The next stop I wanted to go to was the vape shop. It opened at 10, so I had a little while, so I just kind of meandered around and eventually made my way over there to wait for it to open. It didn't open when it was supposed to, so I left and came home, and went back about an hour later when I was sure it would have to be open at that point. Got what I needed there, and made my way back to home again. Relaxed and hung out with Jen for a while. Seemed like any other morning.
When you got back home after dropping off at school, was Jennifer home at that time?
I think she was on her way home. I think that she had a blood appointment, and we were both kind of going to arrive very shortly with some time with each other.
Okay. So when you got home, when both of you got home, walk me through the rest of the day.
Just hung out, chit-chatted. I mean, I don't know. It's not much to recollect.
But you stayed at home pretty much all day, or no?
Pretty much until maybe noon-ish or 1 o'clock. I had a few errands to run, but I wanted to be back in time for us to go pick up from school. So I just ran up and down 192. Ended up getting a flat at some point, which made me late to get.
Where'd you get a flat at?
Somewhere along 192.
192 is a big road.
It is, and honestly, it all looks the same to me. So I've been asked, do you remember what plaza you were next to, what color? And I'm like, I'm ADD as it is, and I was in a medicated fog for the better part of a week. I'm lucky I remember what color I'm wearing right now.
Do you remember what errands you were running?
Yeah, I wanted to go check out some game shops.
Where were these game shops?
There's Coliseum of Comics, there's House Rule Games nearby. A lot of the Targets and Walmarts carry the game I was looking forward to. It just had a new release on Friday, so even though I don't have much in the way of money right now, I still wanted to look and see what the situation is.
It's always nice to window shop.
It is. And I'm a serial consumer. So I was just driving around, up and down 192, sort of just aimlessly, honestly. Just killing time till it was time to go back.
Alright, so when you got home, did you and Jennifer go pick up from school?
So I got home, it was 10 minutes later than Jen had wanted to leave to go get just about 10 minutes. I called her and said, hey, Where are you? I'm so sorry, I'm kind of flat. She already left. She had been gone for 10 minutes. It didn't make sense for her to come back and get me. She likes to be the first in line when the kids start coming out.
Okay. Then obviously it wasn't at school. So what happened? Did Jennifer call you after that, or what?
I was already on the phone with her while she was waiting. We were just chit chatting.
Mm-hmm.
We do that. We just keep each other company, even if we're not physically together.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Where's my kid? Not coming out." And that's when we started asking questions. Did she go somewhere else? Did she know that you were going to come pick her up? Did she possibly walk to her grandma's house or grandma's office, which has kind of been what she's been doing for the past week because her mom has started working a new schedule. So we started making all the calls. And no one had seen her yet. And so that's when we started getting a lot more concerned and panicked. She drove around a little more, looking for her, looking along the walking paths, and didn't see anything. Went to her mom's, grandma's, went to mom's office, not there, waited around, not there, went back to the school, not there. At that point, the whole family started rallying up and going to meet at the mom's office. And, I think that it was around that time we might have called 911 as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Going back to bringing to school, how was she like on the car ride there?
She calmed down, sleeping. Sleeping along the way. She does that.
How often have you taken her to school?
Not often, honestly. This might have been my third or fourth morning school run. I'm not normally the one to do it.
And on the other occasions, has she had you drop her off in and around the same location, or how does that?
She has this image thing. I guess it's just a middle school thing. She only likes to be seen getting out of certain cars in front of the school. Her mom's is acceptable, but it's, I guess, kind of a hoopty, and she's fierce. Right?
Lincoln? What does her mom drive?
Nice looking Sentra. So yeah, this is not the first time she's asked me to drop her off a little ways down so she could walk up and look cool.
So you say she was conked out on the way there. You said you took her to school, or you were on her way to school. You needed to turn around to get your clicker.
Correct.
Was she sleeping then too?
She was. Yeah.
Okay.
It had been an early morning, so I figured it'd be fine to let her sleep in the car ride.
Okay. When you got back to the apartment complex, or did you go in the front gate, or because I know there's the front entrance and then the back entrance?
When I came back after forgetting my phone,
Yeah. So which way did you leave?
I would have had to go in the front.
Okay.
And the guy scanned it. And I got in and got my fob and left. I don't remember if I left out the front or the back.
Did you stop anywhere else in?
No.
No.
Not that I recall, no.
Okay. Did you take any trash out from the apartment?
The night before, I think I did. I'm not sure. I took the trash out at some point, but I don't remember if it was the night before or it was the morning of. Yeah, sometimes we get trash bags piling up by the door. It stresses her mom out to see them.
Is there like a common trash place, or like is there a dumpster somewhere that people take their trash to?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where you took the trash out?
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't remember if that was Sunday night or Monday morning?
It could have been Sunday night. I don't recall. I'm sorry, I was in fog.
Well, okay. So, where do you think it is?
Supposedly they got video of her walking past the church or waiting at the church for a while and then leaving.
How's your relationship with her?
Great. One of her favorite people in the world. Even though she's not my flesh and blood, you know, I've always loved her as if she was my own. I've raised her as best I could. Co-parenting, is what we call it. I've known her for half her life.
Gotcha. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 37. About to be 38.
You seem like a genuinely nice person.
I try to be.
Jennifer talks very highly of you. You know. So the morning that you took to school, when you came back to get your clicker, what was saying in the car?
She wasn't saying anything. She was just asleep. She was just reclined in the chair, sleeping.
Okay, explain to me, like reclining backwards?
Just laying back in the chair. Just like that, I guess.
Okay. Alright. Stephan here. I'm too old to lie to people. Too old to beat around the bush. And we seem like we're having a generally good conversation right now. Okay. The only thing that I ask for from you is, and I will reciprocate, I want you to be honest with me as much as I'm being honest with you. Okay. There's cameras in all over the place, as you can imagine. Nowadays, cameras are everywhere. Okay. So we see you coming in and out of at the guard shack in the car. Okay. We see you go by the dumpster. Okay.
I may have taken some trash with me then.
What was in the trash?
House trash.
House trash?
Yeah. So it must have been that morning then. We'll toss trash bags on the back seat, and wherever we're going on our way out, we'll drop that out the way. I think I may have mentioned to her mom that I took the trash out for her. I'll have to double check.
Okay. Was everything in trash bags?
I'm sorry?
Was everything in trash bags, or was there any items that were just tossed along with the bag?
I think it would have been trash bags or maybe some boxes too. Some birthday stuff, leftovers. I can't remember exactly what.
Okay. When you dropped off for school, did she have her backpack with her?
Yes.
She did. Did she have her school computer with her?
Yes. Presumably, yes.
Presumably. Okay.
She should have.
Once again, this goes back with the whole honesty thing. There was things in that trash bag that got thrown away that probably shouldn't have been thrown away. Okay.
What?
We'll get that in a minute. But right now, our main focus is finding where he is. That is our number one focus right now. Okay. Do you have any idea where she may be?
No.
None whatsoever.
No.
Okay. All right. Do you know treated you kind of like her father figure?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And sounds like she almost kind of wanted you to be her dad. And from what it sounds like, you were playing that figure, and something may have happened. Do you think anything happened?
I don't think so. I don't think what could happen.
Okay. All right. Do you know anybody that lives in St. Cloud? Do you know where St. Cloud is?
St. Cloud, that's north or south or
East.
east?
East of Kissimmee.
Yeah. I've never been out there too much, but yeah, I'm familiar with St. Cloud.
Okay. Whereabouts in St. Cloud? Like, do you know friends out there, or?
I don't have any friends really. I've driven out there a few times before, but mostly just when I'm meandering up and down 192.
Were you out there this week?
Yeah, I was out there sometime this week. Sometimes I just drive and meander around and explore. And drive till I don't know where I am, and drive till I know where I am again. And I don't know, just driving it's peaceful sometimes.
All right.
If I got time to kill, I'll just drive around.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you're saying when you dropped her off, she had her backpack. Presumably her school computer was in her backpack. And you described her wearing a green jacket, some kind of dark colored shorts, and white Crocs. Okay. Well, I can confidently tell you she did not go to school with her backpack.
How's that?
Because we found it in the trash. So, Stephan, here's what I'm asking you and pleading with you is to dig down and do some soul searching. Okay? You understand? Family's pleading with you. I'm pleading with you because this is a girl that we need to find. And it's, as more time goes by, it's tough. I have kids, he's got kids, and this little girl's out there somewhere that we need to know where. And I really, really, really think you can help us. Okay, I mean, you want to get something off your chest. I don't know what it is, but I'm pleading with you.
I don't know where it is. I don't.
What happened with?
I dropped her off.
Where?
I dropped her off on the road to school. That's the last I saw her.
Sometime throughout the night on Sunday, did you guys have any interaction, conversations?
Well, fight?
No, I'm not saying fight. I'm just Did you guys sit up and talk, or?
We talked while I was making ramen. She was excited about her choir performance coming up. She was singing a little bit. I told her it was pretty. It reminded me of Sister Act. That's why I wanted to show her that movie. Just talking about a crush she had on a boy.
How'd that make you feel?
Fine. She knows she's not old enough to date, but I told her crush on. Get your crush at something.
Do you think, has she had any boyfriends in the past?
Not per se, boyfriends as however they can be early on, but we decided that she was too young and needed to avoid that BS.
Alright, being that she's too young, so she shouldn't be having sex with boys. You're saying?
She's all the drama in middle school and all that stuff. None of it counts. None of it's real. I just told her she'd be better off waiting till high school.
Mm-hmm. Has she ever talked to you about boys?
A little bit sometimes. A little bit.
Has she ever, because I asked Jennifer the same thing, has she ever disclosed to you about being sexually active with boys?
No.
Do you know if she's ever been sexually active with anybody in the past?
Not that I'm aware of. I heard there was some sort of incident when she was much younger where she did something with a phone or a camera but got scolded for it. She was very young, she didn't know. She got scolded for it though. I wasn't around then. But it's vague. It's just remembering what someone said offhand. So.
Alright. What happened to your hand?
Flat tire. I haven't changed the flat tire in about 10 years, so I made a rookie mistake and had my thumb too close to where the jack and the frame meet. And it slipped, and the frame came down on my thumb and pinned it between the jack, which I feel like I got off surprisingly light with that.
Ouch.
I yanked it free. You're not supposed to do that. It looks okay. It's got the word stutter. Some bruising under the nail.
What about the other scratches?
Courtesy of a janky tire iron and the road.
Did you bleed at all?
Yeah, this one had some blood and this one had some blood, but not much. It clotted fast.
Do you know what popped your tire out?
No idea. Tire just started going flop and then
Pretty warm.
way floppier and then just completely freaking separated. Thank God we had a spare and a jack. Janky as it was.
So typically when changing a tire and stuff, you tend to get brake dust and dirty and all that.
Yeah,
Did you happen to?
positive that I breathed in some freaking brake dust or tire dust or something because I was coughing the rest of the afternoon.
What'd you end up doing to clean up or stop the bleeding and stuff?
Nothing, actually. Just
You
went
didn't get
home
too dirty?
and washed my hands and that was it.
Your clothes get all messed up and all, or
Not bad, surprisingly.
what were you wearing? By chance?
This. So I think I'm still wearing this. I'm still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, so you kept everything.
Try to, I guess.
You weren't wearing a red shirt?
I was wearing a red shirt early in the morning. But I changed clothes later because that shirt was maybe a couple days old that morning. And the flat tire happened after that.
Did the flat tire happen before or after you dropped off at school?
After.
After.
It was sometime afternoon between noon and like 2:30. I don't know how long it took me to fix it.
And you changed your shirt before or after going back to get the gate clicker?
I don't recall. Maybe after. I can't. I'm so sorry. I was medicated. I've been medicated all week. My memory is just not as reliable as I would like it to be right now. I was in a fog and half asleep that morning as it was.
Walked to the car on her own when you took her to school?
Yes.
What are you thinking about?
So I'm spacing out here. Long day, no sleep.
Who else has access to your car? Are you the only one that drives it?
My parents have access.
But here in Kissimmee?
Here in Kissimmee, I'm pretty much the only one with access to it.
So safe to say you'd be the only male driving that Lincoln?
Presumably, yes.
I want to get back a little bit to your relationship with you saying she's not allowed to have boyfriends or anything like that.
She can have crushes. She likes
Alright, have you and her ever exchanged, like, you guys exchange text messages? How do you guys communicate?
FaceTime. She'll FaceTime me at night when I'm not around before bedtime to say goodnight. I'll talk to her and her mom. And sometimes we don't even talk about anything. We'll just sit there doing our own thing and just with each other's faces on the phone. Just spending time,
What happened? So the deputies made a comment, so what happened to your phone?
I have no idea what happened to my phone. I was pushing off doing this update for a while and I ended up trying to do it. I don't know what the hell. My head being in the state it was, I wasn't paying attention. I ended up somehow doing some sort of option that updated the OS, but it ended up like wiping my phone at the same time. Even just now, the phone that my dad gave me and set up for me, I literally just pulled it out of my pocket and the sucker was reinitializing again. So I don't know if it's just me and technology right now, or I'm just not paying attention, or...
Did that happen once to your phone, or how many times do you think you updated your phone?
I think I tried to update it twice, and I don't know what happened.
Okay, and from what I understand, that you gave the deputies consent to look through your phone. Yeah, okay. And you voluntarily gave it to them so they could bring you here to do the extraction and stuff like that. Okay. What do you think was on the phone?
Text messages. Emails. Old stuff.
Pictures?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of pictures were on there?
Trading card pictures, lightsaber pictures, Disney pictures.
You have a Google account?
Yeah.
Do you save pictures to your Google account?
Sometimes.
Or is it automatically? I know sometimes phones sync to a cloud and...
Yeah, I think it backs up to Google.
And then sometimes when you reset your phone and your phone updates and puts these apps back on your phone, sometimes they will put the images back on your phone.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you have any pictures on your phone?
Oh, I assume so.
Do you have any pictures of you on your phone?
Probably. I mean, we went to Disney, took selfies on the train. She got back from Puerto Rico and had her hair braided. We got pictures of that. All sorts of pictures. Family events. I'm not as much of a shutterbug as your mom, though. every once in a while.
Any other pictures you can think of? Here's where I'm going to be brutally honest with you. There's pictures of you on your phone. And I'm pretty sure you know what some of those pictures are about. You're a very intelligent person. And I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to add to the list of pictures?
No. Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
I can't answer that question. My sole purpose right now is to see if I can find where it is. And I'm really hoping you can help me.
Okay. Well, I'd like to try to help, but I feel like I should probably have a lawyer present at this point.
So you want an attorney?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That can happen. I want to let you know you're not free to leave. You're being detained. Okay. Do you want to know what you're being detained for?
Yeah.
Capital sexual battery and possession of child pornography.
Okay.
So we're going to step out. If you need anything, please tap on this door. Okay? And there's going to be detectives outside that will be able to assist you.
Okay.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Is it Stearns?
Yeah.
Stern. Stern.
Stephan, so what's going to happen now is we have a warrant to collect a couple of items from you, okay? So basically, this young lady here, we're going to swap your cheek, we're going to take some of your clothes, stuff like that, okay? So she is going to take some pictures of you as well, like your hands, and we're going to ask you to take your jacket off so we can get your arms and all that stuff too, okay?
What's strapped in here?
Give me an answer. That's part mark. What? Don't need to read.
Oh, but yeah.
The whole thing?
Yep.
Alright, so in the name of the state of Florida, any sworn consent police officer, Osceola County Sheriff's Deputy, Orange County Deputy, sworn investigator of the State Attorney's Office of the Ninth Judicial Circuit Court of Florida, Special Agent of Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, or any sworn police officer, Deputy Sheriff acting under a mutual aid or cooperation agreement with the Sheriff's Office of Osceola County. Whereas before the Honorable Judge, it's hard to read his handwriting, of the Ninth Judicial Circuit of Orange County and Osceola County, the sworn written application affidavit search warrant has been made on this date by Detective Moore of the Kissimmee Police Department, assigned to the Criminal Investigations Division. And whereas the facts made known in this application and search warrant, there may be cause to certify and find probable cause to believe that certain evidence, to wit, DNA, genetic material, buccal swabs from you, Stephen Michael Stearns, blood, saliva, or epithelial cells to be collected from you, Michael Stearns, photographs and swabs of your penis, and clothing worn by you as of right now. Alright, this is evidence. This is believed to be evidence of the felony crime that we've already talked about that took place in Florida, which is a violation of statute 7940114B and 8270715A, prohibiting the crimes of sexual battery, possession of material depicting sexual performance of a child. Currently exists within Orange-Nassau County and is presently believed to be under your control, Stephen Michael Stearns, and that the law relating to said offenses are possessed on you, who is more specifically desired below, and then it has your name and date of birth and social. So Stephen Michael Stearns is your first name, social, date of birth 4/25/1986, and you're a white male, black hair, brown eyes, 6'2". Now, therefore, the law enforcement officer named above, which such lawful assistance as may be necessary, you are here commanded in daytime, nighttime, or on Sunday, as the agencies of this situation may require to enter and search the above listed person that we talked about earlier. But the taking of the DNA material, buccal cells, through a buccal swab, which will be done by the appropriate personnel, and will involve no unreasonable intrusion into or upon the body of you, Michael Stearns, for which the evidence is to be collected. The person and evidence requested is reasonably believed to be engaged in or connection with the said illegal activity we talked about earlier. For this evidence described in this warrant and in the same of any part thereof to be found, you are hereby authorized to seize, secure, collect, photograph, examine, analysis, and videotape said evidence in this search warrant. Alright, after we're done, a proper inventory receipt will be given for any evidence or property seized, and a completed duplicate copy of this search warrant will be delivered to you in control of the property searched, or in the absence of any such, we will leave a copy. But you're here today, so we'll give you a copy of the search warrant. Alright? And then it just states that we have to do the search warrant return within 10 days after executing the search warrant as of today. Alright? This will be your copy here. So go ahead and stand up. She's going to go ahead and take some pictures of you.
You can stand just in front of the wall here. And if you could put your hands out like this and turn them over. Do you want me to take out this watch? Yeah, that'll work. And your hat also, please. If you could open your mouth. shirt first. She's like off your shirt. Your shoes. Here you go. Okay, go ahead and turn around, face the wall. Put your hands behind your back. Put them together like you're praying. There you go, just like that. Go ahead and spread your feet for me. Thank you. Oh wait, let me get a picture. I just want to see something real quick. Did you get a really good picture of this right here? This whole area.
There's the right hand. It's probably under the.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, that area too, please. Can you speak one like that, please?
Eggs are also.
Good.
Did you guys get a picture of his car on his stomach?
She got a full photo, yeah.
Yeah.
You can help out just by pulling your pants off your ankles or your toes.
Try not to let the pants touch the ground, please. What's this in this pocket here? Just your wallet?
Yeah.
Lift your foot, please. You got it. You need to search these again before you take them to make sure that there's nothing else in there.
What do you mean?
I just want to make sure that we search these again before she submits them. Is there anything else in these pants that we need to know about?
Should we check him out? Just as long as it's underwear, you guys want that.
Yes, we do.
There's no fire.
What bag of pants are these? I should take them off.
The same as his
We're
pants.
done.
Oh, no, I need to separate.
You need separate?
Yeah. Can you get another brown paper bag from the drawer? What we're gonna do when we take off the boxers is I'm gonna take them off. He's gonna stabilize you to make sure you don't fall. I don't want the boxers touching the floor at all, so I'm gonna hold them out. You'll remove one leg at a time, just like you do your pants, okay? And then do you have a suit? Okay. We're just waiting on one more bag for your pants. We're trying to keep you exposed for as short time as possible. Thank you. Alright, ready? He's gonna stabilize you. Go ahead, first leg out.
I'm gonna take the belt out of here and put it in the belt.
Okay, second leg out. Thank you very much. Alright, there's certain things we're looking for, so we need to find the marks. Don't do anything squirrely, man. You will eat the carpet. Do you understand? Can you take a picture of that marker too, please?
Here, another one under.
Okay. Well, I need like a flashlight or a light or something, please. Okay. I don't see it. Can you show me the freckle, please? You know what I'm talking about?
It's the one he took over.
That was a freckle? Okay. You're
Sorry.
for my. Is it on this side, you think? Turn this way for me, please. Face me. Light on, right here. Back the light up a little bit and put it like more towards the center. Right there. Flipped. Okay, let's take a picture of this mark right here, please, if you can see that. It could also be on the skin down here when it gets erect. It's like getting, you know what I mean? Any other marks? That like freckle thing right there?
I thought underneath.
Can we take it? Okay. Underneath where?
Do you have those pictures?
So we have this one, which I believe is the one that she saw over here.
That's that one.
That's the dark one.
Yeah, you can't really see
Right
too
there.
well with him not being
Oh,
correct.
yeah.
The one that we're trying to find is this down here.
Oh, gotcha.
So it might just be.
Let me see how much hair is. Can you zoom into that?
It's rather than your legs.
Alright, well, do we have a deputy up there with a real flashlight? Think of the skin. It could just be that the hair got thicker too.
Or it could have been hair girl.
Yeah. Oh, we have a freckle.
And then he has freckles on his leg.
Yeah, we can take the birthmark or whatever it is.
Can we take a picture of the other side?
You wanna check the pictures before we put clothes on and make sure?
Okay, so we for sure got this one.
Yeah, the black freckle mark.
Yeah, we got that. The other ones could be in one hair. This one, Can we take a picture? Well, we're not going to see it with it not being erect. I don't think there was anything else there with it installed.
Okay. Did we get whatever was under the Band-Aid that you wanted to see?
Did you guys take the Band-Aid off?
I took it off.
Let me see. Let's take a, I think, let me get the swab first. Go ahead. Since you're already, yeah. And definitely the head and skin too, please. Do you need where my hands are? Turn around for me, please. Okay. And wait, I just want to make sure, we'll get these clothes on him, and I want to make sure that the marks on his hands are still, I'll study you, he's gonna help you. Or you want me to do it and you study him?
The front back.
That's the front.
So it's the front, yeah.
The bigger left one there.
Thank you.
No, I'm bad. Should be like a foot spot in there if you want.
It's a 1P, yeah. Oh, hold on, let's wait a second. Yeah, as long as it's right, just covered. Okay, sorry, we just need to look at your hands again. I don't know if you can view the pictures you already have. I want to make sure that we have the stuff for them to include that scratch.
You don't want to be inside, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, she has some in there too.
And what's the inside?
Right there.
What was the cut on the stump that you needed a Band-Aid?
It's right there on the right side of the cuticle.
This?
Yeah.
Are we doing finger swabs?
Was that? Oh, it wasn't there.
No. Isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see any other injuries.
Okay.
But I mean, it was in the dark too.
Do you guys have everything you feel like you need?
Do you want to review?
Yeah.
You want to just have a seat for a minute? Let them take a, here, let me pull it out for you. Let them take a look at the photos, make sure we have everything so we don't have to make you do all this again.
Because you're digging into my chest here,
which
trying to
one?
find it comfortable. Trying to get you to a comfortable position.
The right hand?
The left one's most uncomfortable.
Okay, face the wall for me so I can see.
The right one, I just got it too.
This one's too tight.
Yeah, I think so.
Do me a favor, have a seat. Let me swap my gloves because I don't want to touch my collar while in these gloves. So I'll swap them out and then I'll get you new ones.
Thank you.
I'll be with you in a second. Hold on, let me, I think this is going Alright, stand up on the please. I just wanna make sure that main line is, you know what I mean? The main line on the wrist is seen. Alright, go ahead and move forward, spread feet, wide, more, there you go, just like that. I'll take it. Is that better?
Yeah, and they have.
Is that still okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright, have a seat.
She's very smart too, so let's get her opinion, but.
Yeah, we're going to.
She's gonna take a little bit of swabs of your hands, okay? So when she's ready, we'll have you stand up and just face the wall, and it's easy for her.
Let me just go ahead and stand up.
That's okay.
Yep, you can stand right now. Could you bend your right thumb towards your palm? Thank you.
Yeah.
Now if you could bend your left thumb towards your palm.
None of us.
Thank you.
And then you got her neighbor? Yeah.
All right, buddy, you sit up.
And just so you know, your wallet's gonna go to jail with you, and, whatever change, you have some like loose change in your pocket, I just toss that in the wallet too, okay? Are you done with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need any more water?
More water would be great. Thank you.
I'm gonna help you out, but I'm gonna go slow because I don't want you to choke, okay?
Is there
Good?
any this can be in front of me?
No, sir, we do not do that. Sorry about that. Just a little bit. Come on, stand up, face the wall for me, please. We're just gonna swap out your cuffs. You're not gonna go anywhere quite yet. So he's gonna put on a pair directly under these. It's gonna hurt for a minute, but he's gonna take them off. Just bear with us. Fortunately, they're not made for comfort. Thank you. Alright, have a seat, Bill.
Sit down.
God, it's worse. It's worse. It's cutting off the circulation of my thumbs. Thumbs already going numb.
We're putting it on?
No, I'm just gonna zip it up all the way. Can you stand up for me, please? You can face me. I'm gonna try to cover you as much as I can, okay?
Any way to have my arms through the holes in here?
No, sorry.
Just getting really claustrophobic like this. I feel like I'm gonna be a sack.
We can leave your chest exposed a little bit.
Just more just my arms being.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna change.
It's not a hard drive at all.
This is his copy. Yeah.
Last sip of water before you go?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, okay.
Please and thank you.
All of it?
We won't go on until we get it done.
Thank you.
Would you like some more?
Just a little.
Okay, head out there, just wait with her, she'll get you a little bit more water, and then I'm gonna check this room, and we will get out of here. Just forward for me.